and welcome to CX Today. I'm Susie Harrison, Senior Content Editor, and today I'm delighted to be joined by the CEO of Puzzel, Frederick Lau. Welcome, Frederick.
Thank you, Susie. Thank you for having me today.
So can you tell us what the main reasons are for companies to stay on premises and for them to move to the cloud? And a little bit about why so many contact centers are still on-prem.
Yes, actually, that's to me. There's many reasons why we see customers still running on-prem solution. And if I try just to highlight a few, the first one I would say that regulated industries have been more cautious about cloud in general due to data residency compliance requirements. However, what is interesting that we see most of them running customer-facing applications such as CRM in the cloud, or probably even using Microsoft 365 internally. So I think that we're seeing, and it's a little bit controversial, however, so we see that this data residency compliance is less and less valid, and we see a clear shift. The second thing I would call out is investment cycles. A lot of our prospects that have made the move, or the ones still on-prem, have investment cycles of 5 to 7 years. They invested heavily in contact center, and they're still in the mid of this investment cycle. However, many realize that now it's time to look at new ways to engage with customers, and cloud is the only alternative. The last thing I wanted to call out is that mid-market as well has been quicker to adopt cloud solution, and probably because they realized that actually managing an IT stack is not their core businesses. They don't have large IT teams, and that they can generate a better total cost of ownership by leveraging cloud solution. So one thing as well that why shifting here, that we see that on-prem solution or on-prem contact center are very inflexible, very innovation averse, and very expensive to maintain. And despite the fact that many contact centers are still on-prem, and when we ask our prospect, our customers, actually 46% of brands still run on-prem, at least in the Nordics, in the UK, and in the Benelux, when we run our business. We're seeing, so yes, a lot still on-prem, but we're seeing a new wave of cloud migration. And this is a lot brought by the need to take the advantage of AI, obviously, but as well all the new digital innovations.
And what are some of the challenges and pitfalls that you see in terms of what enterprises can expect when they're transitioning to CCaaS?
So that's a good question. And probably data residency and compliance is the first challenge. And at Puzzel, the way we've chosen to deliver our solution is by adopting an hybrid cloud, which means that we're delivering or mixing private cloud in the Nordics with delivering on public cloud. So in our case, Microsoft Azure, all in the EU, all in the UK. But we're seeing as well that one of the challenge or blocker is the mindset or the culture of on-prem fully customized. And customer kind of expect feature parity between something that they bought and fully customized and their SaaS solution. So actually we are finalizing a study together with Forrester, one of these analyst companies. And we looked at existing customers and the state of where they were before investing in Puzzel. And actually, our customers provided customer services either on-prem using separate voice and chat channels, and in some cases, in the absence of a contact center, actually using traditional phone solution as the only way to reach agents. So this research shows as well that there's some challenges, and one is of on-prem, which is the limited functionalities of on-prem solution that needs regular updates, that leads to downtime. The second thing I would call out is the siloed channels that impeded agent efficiency and customer experience. And we're seeing that our customer, prior to making the move to cloud, they had separate teams serving different queues and different channels. And the process was not only inefficient, but really that prevented an overall visibility or view of the entire demand, I mean what comes in the channel, but as well an overall view of the customer. That drove this siloed approach, drove as well the inability to blend the channels, and it having an impact on the agent's productivity and at the end, suboptimal customer experience.
Right.
The last thing I wanted to call out in terms of challenges of on-prem solution and why moving to cloud, of course I'm biased here, but it's all about the lack, or at least the rudimentary reporting, which hampered decision making. And we saw that our customer that made that move, that prior to make the move in to cloud solution, they were really struggling with the lack of automation and reporting. Team managers would have to log on manually to extract their reports, and this absence of automated, consolidated, and customizable reports limited the manager visibility into the queues, but overall on the demand. And last thing on this lack of reporting, a lot very much aggregated, not missing the ability to get insight at individual agent level. So I think that's what three major challenges that cloud can help here in this case.
So for clients looking to make that transition, what would be your top tips to get them started, and what should they be looking for in a provider, do you think?
Sure. So if I start with, so look at that, despite the benefits, moving from a highly customized solution on-prem and starting it again can feel a bit daunting. And that explains as well why many businesses haven't made the move yet. And when they do so, it's important to take certain steps to make sure that you're set up for success. And I would call out two things. One is, don't try to simply lift and shift your system and processes to cloud. So that would be easy. We're running on-prem, we take the application and we move it to a cloud. But over time, on-premises environment can become very, very complicated. And actually I would recommend to use this shift to cloud to rethink or reimagine and redesign actually your contact center processes and the experience for a more streamlined and future-ready operations. The second thing that I believe is important is to reimagine how IT teams actually are involved in contact center operations. So with an on-prem solution, they need to spend a fair amount of time on maintaining, customizing the solution, whereas in CCaaS environments, this work is mostly managed by us, the vendors, saving a lot of IT time. And with this, they can really move from being what I'm going to call the master of maintenance and becoming more the champion of innovation, focusing on future planning and helping their teams, their organization to effectively manage the change that they brought by these emerging technologies. And you had a second part of the question, which was that overall, what to look at when selecting a vendor. So first off, cloud native platforms are more scalable. And that's critical, especially for extensive enterprise CCaaS, CX transformation, leveraging innovation capabilities of the vendors. And here at Puzzel, we offer a one-stop shop from traditional contact center channels, voice, email, chat, you name it, but augmented by self-service and automation capabilities, leveraging AI and products such as chatbot, voice bots. So these mean that we can help our customer drive CSAT by improving or reducing average handling time, improving first call resolution, and at the same time working with driving efficiency within the contact center. So customers should ask, of course, themselves to which degree data residency is critical to their operations or to their business. For example, that if I'm a Nordic brand, does it matter that the data is processed in the Nordics? Or if I'm a European brand or a UK brand, is it okay that my data is processed in the US? So I think there's a lot to look at when selecting a CCaaS vendor for your future journey. But things to consider, I would say make sure that you understand the sector specificity of your vendor. So if you're an insurance company, do they know insurance? If you're a public authority in the UK, do your vendor have referenceability in public authorities? But that goes as well for geographies. So if in geographies, we know that maybe Nordic retail is not the same as Benelux or UK or French retail because of their specificities. But as well, it's not only geography, industries, referenceability, but it's as well the ecosystem. So we know that CCaaS is one block among a very large customer stack or go-to-market stack. So this interoperability with CRM and other systems is very critical. So key partnership very key. And last thing, I would say that a cloud native vendor such as Puzzel, we continually invest and drop in new innovation, new channel, and now it's all about AI. So we're bringing AI capabilities to augment the agent, give a better customer experience, which at the end ultimately result in much more regular release cadence. And actually we're innovating with the customer, and the customer do not need to invest heavily on customization.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Frederick from Puzzel, for joining me today. And
Thank you
to our
very much for having me.
thank you very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please do like and subscribe to the channel for updates as new videos come in. And of course, keep your eye on cxtoday.com for more stories like these and keep track on what Puzzel are up to. So thank you, everybody.